G'day ladies and gentlemen, I'm Eric Grove Jr. and this is Friday Arvo Footy. I'm joined on the couch by the mighty Tony Adams and Marty McFly Lenahan. Big news, Benji Marshall, who's he going to sign for? I'm not saying much at the moment. I'll throw to the boys, see what they think. Tony, your thoughts?
Yeah, well, the word is at this stage, he looks like he's heading to the Sharks. Bit of mail for Melbourne also, but I'd say he could be a teammate of yours at the Sharks. And I have to say, it's a big gamble. I think he's a liability. He was struggling last year. I can't see him being any better this year.
Got to agree with Tony on that one. I think, to me, he's past his best. I don't think his management have handled this well. I think they went a bit over the top with the aggro towards the Tigers when he was dumped last year. He had to be dumped. He was going poorly. Look, they'll probably get him fairly cheap, whichever team he goes to, but look, I really think he's well past his best. But he could be the second best signing, mate, for Cronulla Sharks in the last 12 months.
Yeah, mate, my left to right pass has improved dramatically over the last few months. Mate, I've heard both sides of the story and it just goes to show us players have no idea what's going on. We'll see what happens. Can't wait to find out. More enormous news with Glenn Stewart going to South. I've got to admit, I'm pretty shocked. I thought he'd be, an old lounge chair at Manly for life, but didn't turn out that way. Let's go to Georgie Burgess and see what he thinks about the whole fiasco.
It's a good signing. He's a very good player, experienced player. Probably add a lot to the side next year. He's got a lot of skills in his bag. He's a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and like I said, he'll add a lot to the young players in the squad. We've got a few young back rows playing, and it'll help them along with their progress.
You'd have to think, boys, that South would be pretty happy about this. One of the best ball-playing back rows in the comp,
Definitely.
Glenn Stewart, leaves a massive hole at Manly, not just on the field, but in their culture as well. They've kept this team very tight. They've been great at keeping the wolves from the door when people criticise them. Got his brother there, and they never wanted to play a part, but it's the way it's turned out, Tony.
Yeah, and I think Manly are going to be pretty upset. I know Brett Stewart will be extremely upset. He's getting near the end of his career. Now, he's also on contract, but what do contracts mean these days? He might go too. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think Brett's through to the end of next year. And look, this, as I said, a very tight group. A lot of those guys won't be happy. I think Daly Cherry Evans, he's sort of stuck in the middle of this. Obviously, they want to upgrade his contract. Tough situation, but yeah, I'll tell you what, South have got themselves a pretty handy player.
Yeah, definitely, mate. From a player's perspective, Manly have always been about that culture and that friendship and that brotherhood. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how it pans out next year and the way the other players react. So I guess we'll find out in time. Anzac Day blockbusters. What a huge occasion for rugby league and Australia in general. I wish I was lucky enough to play in one of these. Boys, what do you reckon? Dragons, Roosters?
Yeah, look, I've been to test matches, I've been to grand finals, been to origins. Nothing has the atmosphere of when they play that last post. It really sends us a chill down your spine.
Yeah, look, it's one of those days where 40,000 people in the crowd are actually silent. You go to some games, they ask for a minute's silence, some peanut in the crowd yells out. This is just a day of respect, a wonderful occasion. You're right, I went to the test in Canberra last year, boys. It had nowhere near the atmosphere of this Anzac Day game, and we've got 3 huge games for the punters today, mate. This is going to be awesome. We went out during the week and caught up with the Dragons and Roosters players, and they're obviously really looking forward to the game. Let's hear what they had to say.
No, definitely not. It's probably the highlight of our regular season. I know it is personally for me and a lot of my other teammates. I'm sure the Roosters boys feel the same about it. It's always a big occasion, big event, and one where I feel very blessed to be part of.
Does it feel like more than just a premiership match?
Mate, yeah, for sure. It's got that feel about it, It's probably a little bit more than, our game as well, with the whole Anzac Day and, honouring the soldiers and what they've done for us. So, it has that feel about it for sure, especially with the atmosphere and, the dawn service, just the whole day.
Yeah, as you said, Tony, plenty of passion and feeling there amongst the players, mate. As a spectator, when you watch it in that last post plays, you get tingles up your spine, and it's one of those special moments in rugby league and Australia in general. But, mate, imagine playing the game. Can't wait to watch it. The Encouragement Award. It's my gig usually, but because I'm taking over as host from the lovely Mitchell Dale, I'm going to hand it over to Leno.
Give it to me, big fella.
Here you go, mate.
Look at that. What an absolute beauty. I am going, have a feel of that, Tone. I'm going today with the Encouragement Award, Des Hasler and Mick Potter at the Tigers and the Bulldogs. You'll see on the screen, these two sides on the ladder from this time last year have jumped 12 spots, both of them. They're in
Massive.
the top 4. How good have they been, boys? Des, Potter, whatever you're doing, boys, keep it going.
There you go. That's an honest encouragement award, the first one that's actually very
A
serious.
bit more encouraging than last week.
Yeah, and mates, I'm a little bit jealous that you're sitting there with my boot.
I think Tony's got a bit of news on Mick Potter as well for us.
Yeah, well, good luck to Mick Potter. As you say, a big improver. I think he's very close to getting a new deal, which is a big rap for a guy who was supposedly the first coach to be sacked, according to the bookies.
Mate, it's great, and you could have gave that to a couple of other people too. Steve Price has done wonders with his squad,
For sure.
and mate, it's great to see great blokes doing well. So, encouragement award, Mick Potter, and
Desi Hasler.
There's Hasler.
there you go. There you go, guys. Massive weekend of rugby league ahead. Can't wait to watch it at home. Boys, thanks for joining us again. That's another week of Friday Arvo Footy. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.